Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And thank you for coming on and watching Cooper's Thai Adventures. We are back with Mr. Singh yet again. He's come back on today, Wednesday, so we can get the Americans and Australians online, and Saturdays mainly we have Europeans on here. So it gives everybody a chance to pick his brain as far as immigration questions are concerned. And please put your comments and questions in the comment section, and we will get straight to you, no problem. So without further ado, let's get started into today's show. Who we got online, babe? Darlena. Okay, I'll do it. No problem. We got Mike Baker says, good morning, gang. Good morning, Mike, and thank you for joining today's live stream. Dutch Buddha 2E. Son says 15 more minutes. Wow, son, you're early today. Thank you for coming on today's live stream. Jerry says, hello, Cooper, Darlene Brooke, and Mr. Singh. Hello, Jerry. Black Ops, morning, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene. Good morning, Al. Thank you for coming on to today's live stream. And Jerry says, what would be the expectation for how long it would be for the possible 90-day exempt visa to become effective once approved?
Well, once it's approved, it is effective immediately.
Effective immediately.
Once any visa updates are being approved by government, they will be effective immediately, or we will find out the date when they will start it. Normally, once it's approved by government, we can have it effective from, normally they approve it like with the starting of the month.
Okay.
So
the starting of the following month?
Yeah, well, let's say if February they approve it this month, then it might start from 1st March.
Okay.
So normally it goes that way, but we will have to see that approval letter, what it says, and for how long it will be.
Yeah.
Because normally when we have some visa update, they put up some special update for visas. They keep it only for like maybe 6 months or 8 months. So I would suggest wait to see when it is being approved. Then we will find out which date exactly it starts on and when, how long it will be in place.
Okay. And I read through some of the comments from our last live stream that after we streamed, people had questions. And one of the questions was from a subscriber named Barry. If he's on today, hello, Barry. He says he's asking, what is there any update in regards to the new tax law that came in on January the 1st? Who's tax card, things like that, as he's got properties around his area that he rents out, and he may need to pay the tax in Thailand for that.
Well, I understand, but still there is not any clear answer on that, that how the taxes will be paid. Still, there is nothing that we can 100% say this is how it is going to work. One of the reasons how the taxes will be paid for people who are retired here is because when you pay taxes in Thailand, you must have a tax ID.
Yes.
Which doesn't automatically comes with any long-term visa when you register here. Most of the business visa people have to register the tax ID, but not exactly if somebody is on family visa or on elite visa or on retirement visa. They are not. There is no must to get the tax ID. So, to be honest, I'm not sure how they are going to bill people who are on different visas to pay taxes when they don't have a tax ID as well.
Yeah.
So it's still unclear that how it is going to work, how they are going to charge you taxes, on which amount they will charge you taxes. If it will be only the amount that comes from overseas, or if it will be the amount that you already have in your account as well. So there is nothing clear, no clear answer on that. But in regards with somebody who's having properties and rent out properties, there is already a tax law that they should be paying, which, if I'm not wrong, is 5% of the taxes of the income from the property they should be paying.
Only 5%? Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's 5%. And plus, once they pay 5%, what will be the total income if they own the property that goes to them? They should be submitting, which is called PND 90 form or PND 91 form. So there are different tax things that even if somebody is renting out their property, they should be paying. But most of people, they don't pay that as well in Thailand because they don't know much about it.
So there you go. If you buy a condo or a house here in Thailand and you want to rent it out, the tax on it is 5%.
It's, if I'm not wrong, it's 5%, but
Uh.
I can, if somebody needs to know, I can recheck it and I can confirm.
Okay, there you go, Barry. If you need any further confirmation, just get in touch with Singh, and his details are down below there with his Facebook page, his email, and his cell phone, which is also his line and WhatsApp number. So you can add him online or WhatsApp with that number and contact Mr. Singh directly. Pete J says, "Hey gang, Coops, Darlene, and $50,000 Brooke. Hope everybody is in good spirits, good health, and that life is treating you majestically." And thank you, Pete J. 50,000 is in relation to Bitcoin. It hit 50,000 yesterday. Gone down a little bit since then, but should go back up fairly soon. And Tom York says, "Good morning, Cooper, Darlene, and Mr. Singh." Thank you, Tom, for coming on to today's live stream. And good morning to you, sir. Tom PE says, "What is Bangkok Bank's foreign currency deposit account for non-resident persons used for?"
Well, foreign currency deposit account, I think, is referring to if somebody have a US dollar account.
Which I do, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's basically people. Some of foreigners, they do not want to have a Thai baht account, so they open up a foreign currency account, which I think it's just to have your money as you have it in US.
Yeah.
If I understand the question right, I think it's just an account that you can keep the money as US dollar, just as you keep it back home.
Yeah, I keep US dollars in mine. I have a bot account and a dollar account, and I keep US dollars in there. So I wait until the US dollar goes up against the bot, and then I throw some over to the bot account. And when it's down, I just leave it there.
But still, Cooper, if you convert that money with the Bangkok Bank, you still don't get a good price.
They're not too bad. They're not too bad.
Not too bad, but I mean, still the price is not, they will not match the exchange.
No.
In Pattaya, they will not match.
No banks actually match the exchange rate. Yeah, you get close to it, but not match.
And I normally suggest to keep your money back home, and you can use Wise.
Yeah, Wise is okay. Yeah,
that gives you better price.
Yeah, Wise does give you a better price. And you can have that, Tom, in different currencies. When I went to Bangkok Bank, I had the option to have it in British pounds, euros, Australian dollars, Canadian dollars, American dollars. So there are different currencies that you can open. However, the bank will not give you that currency if you go to withdraw it. So if you have a US dollar account, for example, I can't go in the bank and say, right, I'd like to take out 500 US dollars, as the banks don't carry the money, but they will give you the account in the currency that you want. I hope that explains a little bit about having a foreign currency account in Thailand. Dennis L, does Mr. Singh help with purchasing a vehicle? We were just talking about that in the elevator, weren't we?
Yes, well, we can do that. Yes, no problem.
Yeah. Pete J, I've got a question. In light of recent changes in attitude towards digital assets, then what's the likelihood of Thai banks becoming more friendly towards income derived from crypto trading? And I'll answer this one as I have the update on that. Thailand is zero tax on crypto. So if you buy crypto and you sell crypto inside Thailand, there's zero tax on it. And I just did a bit of research on it in the last couple of days, Pete, and you can actually buy crypto through Bangkok Bank here in Thailand, and you get the crypto app with them. So they do have a Thai crypto app that you can buy over, I think they said over 1,000 different crypto coins on their exchange. So there you go. That is what they're doing. And there are banks, ATM machines in Thailand where you can actually buy crypto and sell crypto directly on the ATM machine. So plus there. The Music Sanctuary says, greetings, Coop, Darlene, and Mr. Singh. Good morning to you. Music Sanctuary, thank you for coming on and joining us. Claude AC, is Rayong the closest DLT?
I would say yes. It's not that far as compared to Bangkok.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rayong is only like possibly 40 minutes, maximum 1 hour.
For driver, well, it's not the closest driver's license DLT.
Well, if we are talking, I think Cloud he's talking about last time we talked on the live that if somebody wants to get it done quick, they can do it in Rayong.
Yeah,
So
it's quicker
if
there.
they are doing outside Pattaya, then the closest one, yes, it should be Rayong.
Yeah, but we do actually have one here in Pattaya, Claude.
Yeah, but that might be slow. That might be slow because of many foreigners live here doing driving licenses. So, which we mentioned last time that it is possible that if you get a queue here in Pattaya, then it might be slow than the other provinces, and that's when I suggested that can try it in Rayong because I heard they are fast, and within 2 days you can get your license done. So. If it is outside Pattaya, then yes, Rayong should be the closest, the second driving license office.
And PJ says, hey, Mr. Singh, good to see you, sir. Roger Walker says, good morning, Darlene, Mr. Singh, and Cooper. Good morning, Roger. Thank you for coming on to the live stream. Dr. Carlo says, hello, all from Guatemala. And hello, Dr. Carlo. Thank you for coming on, brother. PJ, Mr. Singh's mic is quiet. You got to just talk up a little bit, brother, when you're talking.
I need to be more loud.
Yeah, more loud. It's early for him. Dennis L, Mr. Singh is mic is not working well. Yeah, he's just got to talk a little bit louder there. Mr. Singh needs to turn his mic volume up. Jerry Hart, Mr. Singh's voice sounds muffled. Any way to move his mic closer to his mouth, perhaps? Do you want to clip that up and put it over here to the side, Singh? And then might pick you up a little bit louder there. Mic check. Yeah. Singh's mic isn't turned on. Sound is from his laptop mic. No, it is turned on. I've got the device here that tells me both mics are working fine. Yeah, I don't think Mr. Spike is sound on. It sounds like his voice. Yeah. Okay. Yep, we're hopefully got that fixed now. Lieutenant Dave says, good morning, everyone. We will send Mr. And he goes off from there. We will be contacting Mr. Singh shortly regarding our move from the Philippines to Thailand. Another one from the Philippines coming to Thailand very soon. Lieutenant Dave there. Roger Walker, if I get a retirement visa from Mr. Singh at the end of the year, can I get it renewed at any immigration office?
Yes, Roger, you should be able to renew it anywhere in the Thailand, wherever you live. The only thing you will require to have is the paperwork need to be proper as per immigration requirement. Plus, you will need to have a rental contract or your own property in the area where you will be applying for your retirement visa to get extension.
Okay.
So, yes, you can renew it anywhere in Thailand. It's not a problem.
Yeah. And let me know in the comments if Mr. Singh's coming through a bit louder there for you guys and girls. Lieutenant Dave, yes. Yeah. We've covered that. And he did say yes for you, Dave. Already have SRR visa in the Philippines. Yeah, I had that too, and it takes a long time to get your time deposit back, about 4 months, brother. Snowbird, Mr. Singh's mic, can you fix it? I think we might have got it fixed there. Chris Wheeler, hey guys, you got any info on shipping a truck car from the States? I can fill it up with Nutter Butter saying coffee creamer, thanks. Truck is scratch ending friendly. What about people that want to import vehicles from their country?
Well, they can import, but there's a lot of paperwork that's involved once the vehicle is arrived here. I think, if I'm not wrong, it's 130% duty on that.
130% duty.
Yes,
tax.
It's very expensive in the tax duties when any vehicle is here. That is one of the reasons why all the imported cars, supercars, they are very expensive here because of the duty, and those cars are actually imported from different countries. So if they do want to do that, I would suggest you just check what will be the total duty on it, including all the taxes, VATs, whatever you will pay, if it is worth to get that car here.
Yeah.
Because most of the vehicles you will get here, I mean, small cars you can easily buy in Thailand. But if there are big cars that you want for maybe better safety,
yeah,
then it is possible you should check.
1 second there, Singh. Darlene's got to come out and do something with the mic levels, I think, here. Bear with us, folks. She's just adjusting mic levels on Singh's laptop there opposite me.
It's only Singh's voice. Wait, Singh. Use the
And sound check.
We will not find it out unless somebody tells us that if it is okay.
She's listening on her earbuds, so she can hear the sound there.
It's your voice. It's sometimes it sounds like something's lacking in your voice. It's your real voice.
You just got to talk a little bit louder there, Singh. A little bit louder.
Maybe it's because of morning. It's morning effect.
So there you go, Chris. There is a 130% import tax to bring a vehicle to Thailand.
Yeah, but there might be more additional taxes because when you have something imported to Thailand, they have one tax for that particular thing, if it's food or vehicle or thing. Plus, then they add on the VAT on it. So I would suggest maybe buy a car here.
Yeah, it'd be a lot cheaper.
Getting it from a different country because that involves the shipping costs, taxes. Then you have to get the registration here, which will be a lengthy process. So maybe just choose a car which is available here.
Yeah, I agree.
You can easily buy.
Yeah. And Hunka says, what is the minimum amount of money you need to open a bank account at the Bank of Thailand?
Well, there are two different things. So if you use an agent, then agent will just give you a number that how much money you should be paying that they can open up a bank account for you. But if you go to bank by yourself, then there is a minimum deposit and the charges for the debit card that you have to pay. Debit card charges are something around between 400 to 700 baht, which is per year.
Right.
Plus, most of the banks, I think they will go with a minimum deposit of 500 baht. Some may go 2,000 baht, depends on the bank and the branch. Because different branches and different banks, they can have different rules of deposit.
Yeah.
That how much will be the minimum deposit. And they can have different debit card fee as well.
So about 1,000 baht, $30 US, roundabout there.
Yes, that should be. I mean, if we include the debit card fee, let's go for maybe 1,500 baht.
Okay, so about $45 US.
Yeah, so that should be okay with the minimum deposit. Going to open up a bank account, and that should cover the minimum deposit, which should be like 500 baht plus the debit card charges.
Yep. Okay, so that's fairly cheap there for you, Hunka. $45 all in. Pete J says, thanks for the answer, Coop. That sounds good that Bangkok Bank now allow crypto purchases. Do you know if they let customers to withdraw crypto for self-custody, or do they hold the crypto for a fee? Both. You can they can hold it for you and you can self-custody it as well. So very good there in that respect there, Pete. You can do either or. Chris E, is the juristic office responsible for giving you a TM30, and is there a cost for one?
Well, it depends on the contract for your contract with, if the contract is with juristic people or if it is with the owner. Most of the time, most of the foreigners, when they travel to Thailand, they don't know what exactly TM30 is.
Yeah.
If you are just traveling as a tourist, you don't know what exactly that means. what exactly the TM30 means. So I normally suggest people who have a rent a place, if it is a condo or a house, it's better to tell your agent that they can have
Okay, well done.
they can have your TM30 done, because you will not be able to get it done by yourself. It's a bit of hectic when you have to take all those papers and go to immigration to get it done by yourself.
Okay, thank you.
So I'll just suggest that better you tell them that they should be doing it for you. Before you rent it with them, just ask them if they are going to do the TM30. If they are not, maybe better to check a different place. But there is no cost if the owner of the property or juristic office is doing it, or even if you are doing it by yourself at immigration. There's no cost, but as an agent, yes, there might be some costs involved. But it's a bit lengthy process if you go to do it by yourself, take all the documents from the owner's rental contract. It could sometimes take half of your day, maybe full day to get it all done. Depends on how many people are there, what will be in the queue. But at immigration, there is no fee to be paid for the for TM30.
Yeah. Okay. What we're going to do, Darlene has made a suggestion. We'll swap microphones. So
Okay.
take yours off because mine's a bit louder. And we'll try that and see if that makes any difference. All right. Talk, sing.
Is it okay now? Maybe it's loud.
Yeah, we'll find out shortly. I do naturally talk loud, so got a deep voice there. And hopefully that fixes the problem there. Cerebral aptitude. Would it be wise to get a 30-day extension even if I use you for my retirement visa just in case?
Well, I will suggest if you come by 30 days visa exemption, and then we start the retirement visa process from there, you do not actually need to get a 30 days extension on it, because your 30 days visa exemption will be good enough to get everything done.
There. So there you go. You don't need to get a 30-day extension if you get Sing to do it, and you have a minimum of 2 weeks left on your 30-day stamp on arrival.
Well, if let's say you arrive here and within first week you get everything started, there is no requirement to get another 30 days extension before we start the retirement visa.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want to pay me extra money.
White Lime says still something wrong with the sound. We just swap the mics. Let's see if it makes a difference. Yeah, we've just done that. Hunka. And Wanda says, I like your hat.
Thank you. Today I have a different one.
Yeah, he likes his hats. Pete J, regarding audio, we're only hearing your mic clearly, Coop. Mr. Singh's audio isn't coming through clearly this end. It's like he's the other side of the condo. No, just the other side of the table, but we've just swapped mics, see if that makes a difference. I'm talking loud, so hopefully his mic gets picked up even better now. Jerry says, I've already been in contact with Mr. Singh. I highly recommend his services in terms of answering all of my visa questions promptly and professionally. Meeting with him in May. There you go, Jerry. Glad you're a very happy customer. PJ, yay, the IT department has arrived in regards to Darlene. And Pete J laughing at him from Hunka Hunka. Thanks from Bad Brad. And you're very welcome, Brad. And thank you for coming on. And Hunka Hunka says better. Pete J, audio sounded the same to me just then. Okay, good. Kimberly Brent, another new one on here, says, good day, everyone. Coop question, aren't vapes illegal? You have answered all the questions I had with exception of one. What prompted you to settle in Pattaya versus Chiang Mai or Bangkok? I prefer Pattaya, Jomtien area. The reason I like this area is, to me, it's the most expat-friendly area in Thailand. There is a big retirement community. There is also in Chiang Mai and Bangkok. But I'm not a big city boy. I don't like the big cities. I lived only an hour and a half from Los Angeles, and I dreaded every time I had to go into LA. So I'm not a big city person. I prefer the beaches as well. So Bangkok's got no beaches for me. So therefore it's here. And that's why I chose it. And are vapes illegal in Thailand? Yes and no. Okay. It's a very gray area. You can buy them in most marketplaces here in Thailand sells them. There's also several vape shops here. I think it's one of those areas where, you know, they just turn a blind eye to it. So I've never had a problem with my vape in Thailand. I've never had a police officer stop me and take it away from me or anything like that. And a lot of expats do vape here.
Well, I would like to add
Sure.
the vapes. It is actually in legal category.
Uh-huh.
So it depends on the mood of the police officer if they stop you or not. But we had some cases on the walking street that some of the people they get in trouble.
Uh-huh.
And with the vaping, there are some laws you can be fined or imprisoned or both.
Really?
Yes. And if you are vaping, if it is a personal, like you are just walking and vaping,
Uh-huh.
that could get you a fine of 20,000
Really?
or up to 1 year jail.
Okay.
If you are in a property, let's say restaurant, and you are doing it there, it could be 100,000 fine, up to 5 years jail, including the owner of the place. So I would say yes, it is illegal, but it depends on your luck. And sometimes it depends on the area as well where you are actually vaping. As a foreigner, you can get into trouble with the vapes. So I normally suggest most of the people that better be careful when you vape.
Okay.
Because there are rules that you can be imprisoned and fined for vaping.
Is that enforced?
Yes, it is.
It is.
Yes.
Okay.
But nobody take it that seriously here. Most of the police officers, they don't say you anything because it's been sold openly in the market.
Yeah.
But sometimes people in the areas which are like, I would say, because I work on walking street with the police, so I would say that yes, we have some cases that people they come to us and they say, oh, this is what happened to them, and we tell them that yes, it is illegal. So there are many things illegal in Thailand that we think are legal.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather not go into it, but those are not actually legal.
Oh, I learn something new every day. Okay.
The only thing I will say is, let's say most of the people they come here for fun, but purchasing fun and selling fun is illegal as well in Thailand. As
Yes.
per Thai laws.
Yeah. Okay. Hang on. My wife's calling me again. The technician. Yes, honey. Whoop. Yes, honey. Yeah, we don't need to do that. That's okay. Is that going to make any difference to the microphone? Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Thanks. Darlene says we should switch seats. See if that makes a difference with the microphone.
Still not fixed.
We'll just pop over here. There we go. See if that makes any difference with the microphone. And where was I? Kimberly Grant. Let me go back up. And get it. Right away up here.
It's
Kimberly Grant.
729.
Comment.
It was at 717. The comment was at 717.
717 it was? Okay,
yeah.
Let me go up to 717 and see if we can find it. 19, 19, 19, 18, 18. There we go, Kimberly Grant. Okay, let's see if this makes any difference with the microphone. And Jerry Hart, I think Mr. Singh just has a soft-spoken debonair persona.
Well, yeah, I don't speak too loud.
He doesn't. He has a very soft-spoken voice. Sorry about that, folks. Cerebral aptitude. Thai embassy website states 20,000 US dollars is the max amount allowed to bring in Thailand without declaring. Would it be wise to bring more than that and just declare it?
Well, as much I understand, I think in any country, when you enter with cash, there is no problem. But make sure you have that cleared at, I guess you are from US, so make sure the country you leave from where you will bring the cash, just declare it there. And once you arrive at airport in Bangkok, I don't think so they ask you for cash that much, but yes, it will be good to declare. But there are no declaration forms that where you have to declare it, how much cash or what goods you are bringing in. There are no declaration forms that have been given to people who come for travel or who live here for long term. So it should not be a problem to bring in cash, but still, yes, it's better to declare it once you arrive at airport.
If you bring over 20,000.
Well, normally, as per my understanding, as a solo person, you can bring up to 10,000 USD.
20,000. The immigration website says 20,000.
If immigration website says 20, then it should be 20. But will still says that it is possible that the immigration officers who you might deal with at airport, they might not confirm the same information. So as all the countries, they allow up to, I think, 10,000 euros.
Or $10,000.
$10,000.
Yeah.
I think it's 10,000 euros, but you can keep it under $10,000, so it doesn't give you any trouble.
Okay, there you go, Cerebral. And Ryan, get him to sort his mic out. This is ridiculous. Okay, what we're going to do is take your mic off and just put it to your mouth when you're answering questions.
Okay.
Okay? And we'll see if that helps. Final thing we could do here. Edward Lara, Thai embassy don't control. And Bijan says, greetings from Jomtien, guys, and Darlene, and welcome to the live stream. Bijan, and thank you for coming on here, brother.
You don't have to do that. The sound is okay now.
The sound is better now, Darlene says. Okay, we'll see. The guys will tell us. Don't bring over 10,000, Edward says.
That's what I suggest. Better not exceed 10,000, but if the embassy website, immigration website, it says 20,000, it can have conflict once you arrive at airport. I mean, it just gives you trouble.
Okay. Hang on. One back. Cerebral Aptitude says, when I travel back to the U.S. to see my daughter on the 50-year-old retirement visa, can I only be gone for 3 months?
Well, you can go for 3 months, you can go for 6 months, you can go for as long as you want. There's no limit. Once you have your retirement visa, you take a multiple entry, and then you can go for as long as you want. You can fly multiple times. There's no limit. There's no capping how long you should be in US, how long you should be in Thailand. That's totally up to you for how long you want to go. And one of the other thing I think we didn't mention in all these lives and the interview you have done, that once you have a retirement visa, you can fly with one-way ticket. That's no problem. You can fly into Thailand with one-way ticket. You can fly out from Thailand with one-way ticket and come back on one-way ticket. It's not a problem.
There you go. So once you get your retirement visa, you no longer need a throwaway ticket. Good advice there. Thank you for that, Singh. Tom York says, Mr. Singh, I have a friend who is early 30s. What do you recommend for him to do to minimize visa runs besides the elite visa, or pay for the 90-day visa on arrival approval?
Well, depends on how long he wants to stay in Thailand. If he wish to stay here for, let's say, a year, there are different options. He can get on education visa for the language school. He can have Thai lessons. There will be different options for how long he want to stay. According to that, I can answer like what will be the better option to go with. So if it is for 1 year, I will say education visa for the language course will be better. But if it is for, let's say, maybe only 4 months or 6 months, Then once you arrive, before you arrive, you can apply for a multiple entry tourist visa, which gives you 60 days on entry, which is extendable for more 30 days. That covers 3 months. Then you exit once Thailand and come back. That will give you 60 days again plus 30 days extension, which will cover the 6 months. So it depends. It actually depends on how long the person wish to stay in Thailand. So I can suggest according to that.
There you go. Get in touch with Mr. Singh. Tell him. Snowbird, still can't hear Mr. Singh. That was 10 minutes ago. I think him moving closer to the receiver has made a bit of a difference there. Cerebral aptitude. It's a TM30. It is a TM30 needed if we go on vacation to other cities for weeks, months, in a hotel in Thailand once retired in the kingdom.
Well, even if you are not retired, if you just come as a tourist and you're traveling to different cities and staying in the hotels, most of the hotels, they will do TM30 for you automatically without even you asking them. As most of the hotels, they have the accounts made with immigration that they can submit your TM30 online with immigration website directly. And most of them, they do it. If you are staying in a good hotel, you will not need to ask them. They will register your TM30 once you check in, as that is the purpose for one of the purpose that they will take copies of your passport and visa so that they can do TM30 and keep those copies for their record.
There you go. And Reg Kirby says, I have a Thai bank account that not used for around 10 years. Is it still active or would it be closed?
Well, it is possible it might be inactive already, but I will suggest you, if you do have the bank book, you do remember what is your account number, I will suggest you check it with the bank, the branch where you did open it. If you cannot go to the same branch, then possibly try it with the bigger branch in the area where you will be so that they can check it for you. And if they can find that accounting system and they can possibly reactivate it for you, that will be a good thing. Otherwise, we can see what we can do to help you get bank account done.
Okay. Let's skip through all these mic things. I think we got it fixed now. Ryan, does Mr. Singh have a website, please? He's got his Facebook details down there. Thai Visa Patia. He's got his email down there, sassicorn_1991@yahoo.com. He's also put his cell phone number there, which is also the same number he uses for the line and WhatsApp. So you can contact him there. Do you also have a website, Singh?
I do have a domain name that I have for a few years already. I do not get time to make my own website, as I used to work as programmer before, but I still don't get time to sit and work on it and get my website done and up on the on my domain. But yes, I do have a domain that is same as my company name. That's thaivisapatia.com. But to be honest, I don't have that much time to get it done.
Okay. So
it's still well, it needs. I will need to. I want the website to be. It looks as that it have all the information, but I mean, as much information I can put on the website, there will be still conflicts. There will be people who will be. I mean, who will have different difficulties. I can only put basic information on the website.
Right.
But most of the time, we have people who comes with different problems and they have different situations, and with those situations and problems, I cannot have all the information up on the website and explain it, because we don't know what will be the problem when somebody come to see us to get their things done. So on the website, I can only put basic information.
Right.
I can only have what things we do and what will be the contact details, which I think you can have it all from my Facebook and Google.
Yeah.
And to be honest, on website, I think the only information I will be able to put is that information about my company, introduction about myself, things what we do. Maybe I can put reviews from Google or Facebook with the affiliate links.
Yeah.
And I think that's all a website can hold. All those informations are already on my Facebook. I mean, I have much more information on my Facebook page and on my Google. So I think maybe you can find information there. But yes, I do have a domain, but I still haven't got that live to get my website up.
Yeah. Okay, there you go, Ryan. So the best way to contact Mr. Singh is what it says there on the banner via Facebook, via email, and also via his line and WhatsApp details there.
Well, I will say best will be on WhatsApp because I normally when get emails and text messages on Facebook. Sometimes there are multiple questions for people that you cannot you cannot type long messages to reply them. So it's better to get on WhatsApp, send a message, whatever questions you have, you can just get a time with me. It takes, I think, 10 minutes to explain everything on the call.
Okay.
To ask questions what I need to know and answer their questions. It's way more convenient to get on call and then explain. It saves time for both sides.
Yeah. So with the time difference, I would send him a message and say, when's a good time to call you, or, give him your time zone so you guys can work out a good time for both of you to speak to each other. And Hanzo Steele says, if I apply for a retirement visa in July, what month will the annual renewal be?
Well, let's say if you applied it in July and you come by a 30 days visa and then you apply for your visa, that will be a 15 months retirement visa. So your visa, let's say if we apply your visa in starting of July, so your visa should be expiring something around next year, around October. So let's say if we apply it in July 2024, it should be good up till October 2025, which gives you 15 months. And that will be when your renewal will be in 2025, something around October.
Yeah. And Ryan says, does Mr. Singh have a website? What is his business called, please? It's in the banner going along below, and it's called Thai Visa Patia. Is his website. And my wife says, receiver's mic is on Cooper's laptop. I already turned off everything on Singh's laptop. Guys, his voice is really like that, even in person. Apologies on our end. And hopefully you can hear each other better. Now, let me know in the comments if it's made any difference with him being closer to the receiver. Pete J, did I hear rightly that there's a tax to pay on rental income? So if I bought a condo to rent out, then I would have to pay tax to Thai authorities, ? It's no issue. I just want to understand correctly.
Yes, correct. There is tax on rental properties. And most of the foreigners, they don't pay. Most of the Thai people, they don't pay those taxes as well. But yes, there are taxes on rentals, even it is a condo, house, or a shop, or a building, empty land, anything you rent out does require to pay a rental tax.
Okay. What's going on here?
Your mic is not working.
I know I got a problem here. Fine. Let me just turn it off and turn it back on.
Yeah, well, I can only see one mic here now.
Now, there we go. I think mine had the record button on the microphone.
Yeah, it comes up.
It was a problem. I saw a red light on the reflection on the TV. Okay, see if that helps. So there you go, Pete J, in regards to the tax. If you own a condo out here and you're renting it out, it's 5%. Says Mr. Singh. W Secret to Success blog says, I think it's the position of the mic on Singh's shirt. Have him position it directly under his chin. And yeah, that is pretty much under his chin right now. It just got that moved. Rodney says, hey, Coop, Darlene, and Mr. Singh, a little late to the party, but what is the average cost of a 2-bedroom apartment there? For rent or to buy? You can pay anywhere from a 2-bedroom condominium here from $20,000 up to sky's the limit, if you want a penthouse or something like that. So the sort of minimum you'll find a 2-bedroom condo here for rent is 20,000 baht a month. And that is roughly 600 USD, $600 for a 2-bedroom. If you're going for one of the towers over here, like the Riviera or the Copacabana, you're looking upwards of 35,000. So just bear that in mind. And also size matters. For example, our condominium here is 60 square meters. If we went to another complex and it was like 80 square meters, obviously it's going to be more. So hopefully that answers your question there, Rodney. PJ, if Darlene does that again, Coop, answer, say, hello, IT. Have you tried turning it off and on again? I just did with my microphone. As I noticed, the record button was on the microphone, so I've just canceled that. Oh, I've heard Coop's so quiet. Oh, I've never heard Coop so quiet. Thank you, Pete. Kimberly Brent says, thank you for the information. I, like you, will be coming from a congested area. I'm in DC, but live in the suburbs. And I prefer it here. I prefer the beach. I love the beach in Jomtien and Patio. We have beach walk there. You know, the footpaths that you guys can walk on, and right beside the beach. And Hua Hin and Hua Hin, they don't have that. It's just you're walking on the sand. They don't have the walking and jogging and bicycling places there on the beach like they do here on Jomtien and Pattaya. So it all depends which one you like more there, Kimberly. I've been watching a lot of your videos, but unsure of the cost. Yep, there you go. Oh, the cost there for a 2-bedroom condominium, Rodney. White Line says the mics aren't being used as input. Cooper's laptop is the sound input. We have a receiver that plugs directly into the USB port of the laptop, so it picks up both microphones, and that's how our mic set works. Chris Wheeler, Mr. Singh, do you know how they value an imported vehicle for estimating the 130% and taxes? And yes, switching places worked. Okay, so he's saying that the sound is better now.
Well, I'm not sure how the estimate will be, but it is possible that you will have to present all the receipts for how much you purchased that vehicle, and then according to that, it should be taxed here. But they will actually check the value of the vehicle. I mean, they will not just take any receipt that, okay, if you are importing, let's say, a G-Wagon here, which cost actually in Thailand 15 million baht, that you make a bill that you only purchase it for maybe, let's say, 50,000 USD.
Yeah.
Which is cheap. So there will be some evaluation how they do it for the vehicles when you bring it in. So I'm sorry, I don't have a clear answer on that. But I think they will possibly check the value. What is the value of that particular vehicle? When other people, they import it in Thailand, what are the bills that they present? According to that, what is the estimated value according to Thai authorities for that vehicle is? On top of that, how much will be in taxes you will have to pay? So I think it is according to the bills, but still, I will say I don't have much information on that.
Okay, there you go, Chris. Wanda, your hat looks really nice now. Pete J, it must be the chair, Coop. I can hear Mr. Singh perfectly now, and you're super quiet laughing out loud. Okay, maybe it is. Jerry Hart, changing seats is the solution. Now we can barely hear Coop laugh out loud. Well, the main thing is you hear Mr. Singh. He's the one answering your questions. Hakuna says, loud and clear, both. Wow, it was the position because Singh sounds louder now and Coop sounds far away. Mr. Singh sounds a lot better. And do you have a round trip ticket? Do you have to have a round trip ticket when I come to Thailand?
As a tourist, when you come to Thailand, yes, you are required to have a round trip tickets. But if you come to Thailand and you wish to retire here, then you can have one-way ticket from US to Thailand. But the return ticket you can have for Thailand to any nearby country, could be Cambodia, could be Laos, could be Vietnam, the cheapest you can get. That is just for the purpose if in case immigration, they ask you to show your return ticket, which is actually they can ask for tourists to show a return ticket. So I would suggest once you come here and if you wish to get on a long-term visa, better have a return ticket. It could be going to any nearby country, which you can use if you have to, or else if once you get your visa and everything done, you can just choose not to use that ticket and stay in Thailand.
So there you go. Get a throwaway ticket. If you're planning on staying in Thailand, it's cheaper than a return ticket. Ryan, only having fun. Really love the stream, guys. Thanks. You're welcome, Brian. Roger Walker, what is the process of getting a Thailand citizenship, and would I still have my U.S. citizenship? Can he become a dual national?
No, sorry, Thailand doesn't allow dual nationals.
Really?
Yes, you have to leave your citizenship, and if you don't leave, Thailand will cancel their citizenship that they allotted to you.
So if you want to become a Thai citizen, you have to give up your citizenship in the country that you have your citizenship in.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
You must leave your passports, everything. I mean, they ask you to fill out forms, submit with your embassy once you apply for a citizenship here. Once you submit your documents, they will give you the letters that you have to go to present to your embassy that I am actually okay to leave my citizenship once I am allotted Thai citizenship. So once that process reach up to the limit that you are already going to get your citizenship, you will have to submit your passport back to your embassy.
Okay, so you're probably better off doing what I'm going to be doing, Roger, is getting the permanent residency, which is equivalent to a U.S. green card, and you can keep your current citizenship and you're a permanent resident in Thailand. And when you're a permanent resident in Thailand, just like Singh says, you're half Thai. And that what they'll do is once you get your permanent residency, you can then buy land and house in your own name. You don't have to put it in a Thai name. You don't have to open a Thai company or anything like that if you want a house, which I do. And also that opens a lot of other doors for you. For example, you can work on it. You can also own a firearm, a lot of different things, doors that it opens for you. You don't have to go for a 90-day report anymore. And Singh was telling me just today that you get a red book, and the red book, you only have to go to the police station and renew every 5 years.
Yes, it's kind of a 5 years visa, you can say, but still, if you wish to leave Thailand, you need to take a reentry that have to be on your passport. If you wish to do work in Thailand, then you need to make a work permit that comes with your residence book. It is not allowed to work freely like Thai people on the residence.
So you just get an add-on to it, is what you're saying?
It's a kind of, you make a work permit just like we do it as a normal way in the company. And that is required even if you are a resident here, you don't have the citizenship. That is required to have if you wish to work.
Yeah.
And it requires to have a multiple entry if you are traveling in and out. But for the retired people, the best thing is you can just have residence. If you wish to buy anything, condos, house, land, anything can be bought in your personal name. And I don't think so. Most of the retired people, they will be working here, so they don't have to worry about the work permit thing.
Yeah.
And
so there you go, Roger. If you don't want to give up your citizenship, then become a permanent resident like I plan to in about 2 years' time. Cerebral aptitude, Mr. Singh and Coop, if we can leave for more than 3 months, what effect does that have on the 90-day check-in?
Well, 90 days report is for the people who live in Thailand for long-term, who have a long-term visa and are staying in Thailand more than 90 days. So if you are outside Thailand while you have to do your 90 days report, or if you have done it already, or if you haven't done it even once, the 90 days report will automatically reset and starts the day one once you enter Thailand. And if after that entry you live in Thailand more than 90 days, only then you should be reporting for your 90 days. Otherwise, you don't have to. Let's say if you enter Thailand and you stay here only for 70 days, then you possibly leave to go visit Vietnam. Then you come back after maybe 1 week, and then you stay another 80 days. Then you go to visit Cambodia. So in those cases, you don't have to do 90 days. But when you know that you will be staying more than 90 days, your 90 days report day one starts from when you enter Thailand, and you should be doing it before you reach your 90 days or even on the 90th day. But I suggest you can do it before you reach your 90 days. You have a window of 15 days. So within that time, you can report for your 90 days and there will not be any problem, as immigration will check your 90-day report according to your last 90 days report you have done, or else they will see when did you enter last time to Thailand.
Yeah, there you go, cerebral aptitude. 62 people online, only 26 thumbs up. Please put a thumbs up if you're watching on the live stream. It really does help the channel. And do I sign a 12-month lease before or after applying for the retirement visa?
Well, that's a choice you can make, but we can help you get everything sorted for your visa. So you can choose to do the lease later on. You can have a lease for 3 months or 6 months or 12 months. That's totally up to you. So if you wish to have a lease after you have get your visa done, that's no problem. If you wish to have a lease before you get your visa done, that's not a problem as well.
So is it a requirement for the retirement visa now that you have a 12-month lease?
It is required to have the 12-month lease always.
Uh-huh.
But it's no problem. We can get that sorted. It's not a big thing.
Okay.
So we can fix it.
He can fix it for you, so you don't have to do that if you don't want to commit to such a long term. And Udayak says, coming to Thailand for the very first time, over 50 years old, what paperwork do I need to bring from America for my visa?
Well, to be honest, from America, you do not need much documents for your retirement visa. Basically, you require your passport and driving license. So that should be enough to get started with your retirement visa process.
So you don't need a bank statement or a criminal record background check or anything like that when you come to Thailand? In
Thailand, when we do your retirement visa here, we do not actually need to submit a criminal background check, insurance, or bank statement from US, because immigration do not ask for all that stuff here.
So they don't ask for medical insurance either? No,
for a non-immigrant O visa, which we get done here, they do not ask for medical insurance as well. But the thing is, if you have to use those documents if you apply your visa in embassy in US before you come,
or any country outside Thailand for that matter.
It might be possible that different countries might have different paperwork requirements. Some might need more paperwork, some might need less paperwork. So let's say with the embassy, those are the requirements, which can be more than those documents as well. It could be less than those documents as well. But in Thailand, you just need your passport and a valid driving license, and that's good enough to get everything done.
So it's a lot easier to do inside Thailand than outside.
Yes, it is. And you get a O visa, which doesn't actually require to have an insurance. So you are not bound to make an insurance before you have to get your visa done. So once you have your visa, you can check with different insurance companies which one you like, which one gives you better benefits, and you can choose to go with one of them.
Yeah, a lot of my friends choose to self-insure in Thailand because it's so cheap here for medical costs.
Well, for small things, yeah, it is cheap. But if you have to go into hospital, let's say if you go to Bangkok hospital and you have some major injury, or you have to be inpatient, or if there is something serious, they take a lot of your money and it's very expensive. In that case, it's good to have insurance.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it's not that expensive as per medical things here, I think it's way cheaper than US.
Yeah, it is a heck of a lot cheaper than the US. About 95% cheaper, actually. Excuse me. Ryan says, Mr. Singh seems like a very nice guy and very professional. He is very good at what he does. Dr. Carlo, Coop, now you sound like you're in a box. Hunka says, for VPN service, should it be home server in Thailand or the US? I use NordVPN. I use NordVPN, and I have zero issues with NordVPN out here. I don't know if it's the best, but I know it works and I don't have any issues with it here. What about you, Singh? Do you use a VPN in Thailand?
No, I don't have any knowledge about VPN. I know, I mean, some of my customers, they use it, but I myself don't use any VPN.
Okay, there you go. And asking for banking purposes. Yeah, I use NordVPN to access my American banks.
Well, once we set up the bank account here and we have to do the mobile application, we actually have to turn off the VPN to get access into the mobile application to register first time. But once it's all set up, then you can turn on your VPN and keep on using as it's normal.
Yeah, just secure yourself. The sound is set to the laptop mic. No, it's not. It's not set up to the laptop mic. We have it on receiver. Both the mics are turned off on both laptops. Rodney, thanks, Coop. Yes, rent. And glad we could help you out with that 2-bedroom question there, Rodney. Ryan says, I have a Bangkok bank account that I haven't used for 5 years because I haven't been able to get to Thailand. If only had a few hundred baht on the account, will the account still be open?
It is possible if you had the debit card that the money you had in account is already gone. Even if your debit card is not being used, even if it was most of the debit cards in Thailand, if you don't do transaction, some banks are 5 times a year, some banks are 7 times a year. If you don't do those transactions, they will just how should I say, block your card or make it invalid. They still keep on charging you the yearly fee for your debit card, but you have to go back to the bank and activate your card. So it's possible if you had a bank card, maybe they already took all that money out and it's possible that it might be inactive already. But as I mentioned before in the chat before, we had same question. If you have the bank books, you have any documents for your bank, you can just go to the same branch, have your passport with you. And if you have changed your passport, better to bring your old passport with you when you go to the bank so that they can see you have both passports, you have the bank details, and you can check with bank. They can possibly reactivate your account if it is been deactivated, or it is possible that it might still be active. Bank can answer better on that once they can check it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Singh. And White Line says system sound input. Yeah, we've already done all that. Just a technical difficulty today. 99.9% of the time, everything is good. Cerebral aptitude. I understand the fluctuation price versus brand of cars. However, is it possible to buy a new US SUV in the $32,000 range here?
32,000 is about $1 million. I say
1 million baht.
you can buy a pickup.
You can buy a
It's
pickup.
better than SUV,
Yeah.
more safe, more strong, a lot more space on the backside. You can fit your apartment in back of the pickup. So
And you can buy an SUV for that price, but you're not going to get a 4-wheel drive. It'll be 2-wheel drive.
yeah, well, you can get an SUV possibly for let's say maybe the new companies, maybe Mazda, maybe Kia. Kia should be one of them that you can get, but I will still say is that the pickup will be better option than SUV.
Oh yeah, they're a lot cheaper.
You can have the back covered. Still doesn't cost you, I think, in 32,000 USD. You can have it all covered, because a pickup like we do have for Toyota, it only costs you like about if you get the top one, it's like 1.3 million.
Yeah, that's what I paid, roughly 36,000 US for the top of the range, and then I just put a cover over the back.
So it doesn't cost you much for the cover, and that keeps it all safe and dry if you have to take anything anywhere.
Yeah.
And I prefer pickups. I mean, if you have to go SUV, I do have an SUV which is for Toyota as well, Fortuner, which is more safe, but that will cost you almost double the price than 32K because of the interior and all the things what they give you here. And cars are a bit more expensive than other countries here in Thailand, but with Toyota, it's not that super expensive. It's still in the medium range that you can have a good car for good price.
And I found out that pickup trucks are a lot cheaper in Thailand than they are
Yes.
outside of Thailand.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Because most of the people here, they have, you will see most of them, most of the houses, they have at least one pickup.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the reason why they are more cheaper here than other countries.
Yeah. And Rodney sends a $4.99 super thanks and says, thanks, Coop. And thank you, Rodney. Really appreciate it, brother. Sharplifts Adventures. No, you are not required to have a round trip. It's simple as telling them you plan on leaving the country by land. What do you say to that?
Well, that is understandable. But as a tourist, you are still required to have your return ticket. You are still required to have minimum 700 USD cash. You are still required to have a hotel booking. But as when you come from countries like, let's say, US, Canada, UK, Europe, they don't ask for these things because they know the money when you convert here is actually much more than normal. I mean, the countries which are nearby Thailand. That's one of the reasons why they don't ask for it. But I know somebody who's my friend, and he got a refusal at airport. He's from England. That was during COVID time. He didn't have the money to show, but he does have his UK accounts. He can show that he have funds in his UK account, and he was refused entry just with a reason on his passport that he doesn't have enough money to show when he arrived at airport. He did have the return ticket. So I will just suggest to have it, but that's your choice. I mean, I can give the best suggestion to have a return ticket just in case if by any chance you get into any argument with the immigration officer at airport, they have their own rules.
Yeah.
So they go by their books, not
If you
by.
catch an immigration officer on the right day, then they're not going to ask you for an onboard ticket or how much money you got in your pocket. But if you catch them on the wrong day, they do have the right, if you don't meet the requirements, to kick you out the country. It's up to you if you want to take that risk. And he says, trust me, I'm a doctor. Well, I'm a resident in Thailand. I've been living here for over 6 years. And I've seen people come here and they didn't have the onboard ticket. And they said, I'm going over to Laos or Vietnam and flying out of there. Well, do you have your ticket from Vietnam? No, I don't. Well, then you can't come into Thailand. So if you are going across the border and you plan on traveling around Asia, you got to show that ticket. That's what they want to see. I have seen it happen, and I hope it doesn't happen to you one day.
It's just simple, Cooper. Like you can have a ticket that you will be going to either Laos, let's say, or Vietnam. It doesn't cost you much. I think it comes in as like maybe 2,000 baht, like less than 100 USD. So it's better to be on safe side to have that ticket, just in case if you arrive at airport and you might have immigration guy who might had not so good experience with the person who was passed before you. So that can affect the next coming in people. So it's just better to be on safe side. It's better to have the return ticket. And I think if you apply for a visa on a Thai embassy website, they ask you for a return ticket and they ask you for hotel booking for how long you will be staying, where you will be staying when you're coming back. So if they are asking, it makes sense that immigration can ask you at airport. But we do understand they do not ask you because you come from a country where your $1 can be 35 baht. So that's one of the reasons they don't ask, because they know you got money. If you can fly to Thailand, you can fly back as well.
Yeah. And Oz says, question, is it true you need to have the 800,000 in a Thai bank 2 months before retirement visa application? Hello and thank you.
Yes, well, that's the basic requirement for a retirement visa. If you wish to start a retirement visa, which is non-O category within Thailand, from your tourist visa, you need to have 800,000 in your Thai bank more than 60 days before you can submit your application. And when you submit your application, your tourist visa must left on your passport for more than 15 days.
Okay, and thank you for that question, Oz. Moving on along. Sharpless, yes, and it's 3 months before. It goes on to say, or go to the other route and get good insurance and meet the income requirement. And then he says, sorry, why am I answering all these questions? Laughing out loud.
Well, one thing I would like to correct for the Sharpies is that the income requirements will not be an option if you are doing your first retirement or visa from your tourist visa. Immigration doesn't take the monthly pension or social security funds as your income to get that visa done. It must be 800,000 baht in the account, and only then you can get the retirement visa done. They will not accept your income because that income is still not coming to Thailand. You are not living here and you are not moving that money to Thailand. So they do not accept it for the first visa that is converted from tourist visa to retirement visa. For that visa, it requires to have 800,000 baht. But once you already have your first visa, which is, let's say, for 15 months, then next year you want to extend your visa for 1 year. At that point, you can, yes, use your, let's say, retirement funds or social security income to show to get your visa renewal done. But that must be transferred to Thailand each month, at least more than 65,000 baht per month. And you will need to show proof where you get that money from and what is the money for. It is for social security or retirement, and if you do pay any taxes, if there are any taxes deducted on that amount what you get, so you will have to prove all that to use your monthly income to get your visa extension done for the next year, for the second year.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Singh. And Oz says, I didn't know because I never heard it's 3 months. And Sharpless says it's 3. Is that right? Is that accurate?
3 months for, is it, oh, they are talking about the money should be in the account 3 months before the visa?
Yes.
No, for the first visa, when you do from your tourist visa to a retirement visa, you get a 3 months visa. The money must be in your account 60 days before you apply for your visa. So it is 60 days before you apply for your O visa. The money should be in your account. You have a confusion.
But there is a workaround to that.
Well, yeah, we can see what we can do for that.
Yeah.
But we are talking about the way how it is by immigration, the basic requirement. So you need to have the money in account 60 days, not 3 months. It's for 60 days. Sharpies might be confused with the 3 months, as once you have your 1 year retirement visa and you have the 800,000 2 months before you do your visa, you get the retirement visa already. After your 1 year visa has been stamped on your passport, the 800,000 must stay in your bank more than 3 months.
For the renewal.
No, this is after, okay, let's say I go to apply for my retirement visa.
Mm-hmm.
I have tourist visa now. I have the 800,000 more than 60 days in my account. I apply for 3 months visa. After I have 3 months visa, the 800,000 still need to be in my account. Now I have used my 2 months O visa already. I am in my last month of O visa. Now I want to apply for 1 year extension. Correct? So
Yes.
once I apply for 1 year extension, they will see again the money should be in account, in account more than 60 days.
Yeah.
I can get 1 year extension. Once I get that done, I will be given a piece of paper from immigration that there will be a date on this date. After 3 months, you have to come back to immigration, bring your bank book, update it on that day. We need to see that you still have the 800,000 in your bank up till the next visit that you will come immigration.
Okay.
So after your 1 year visa has been stamped, the money 800,000 must stay in your bank for 3 months. After you pass that 3 months window, you can withdraw some money, but it should not go less than 400,000.
Right.
So you can withdraw the money, and then when you have to renew your visa again for 1 year next year, the money before you submit your application, the money should comes back in your account 800,000 2 months before you submit your submit for your extension with immigration and get your visa done. Then the process goes on again same. This is the proper way how it is normally done with the immigration. If somebody wants to apply their visa by themselves, not using an agent, that's the way how it have to be done.
Right.
So once you get 1 year stamp, then they will give you a piece of paper for the next 3 months, the money must be 800,000. After that 3 months window pass, you can take it down to minimum 400,000, should not be less than 400,000. Then it have to go back up again 800,000 2 months before you submit your application with immigration. So that's how it works.
Okay.
So it's 3 months actually after you have the 1 year stamp on your passport for your visa.
And that's if you do it by yourself.
Yes, that is if you want to do it by yourself, you want to keep the money in account and get everything done by yourself, not using an agent. And before you apply for your visa, it's 60 days. It's not actually 3 months.
Okay. And if you go through an agent?
If you go through an agent, then I will suggest better talk to an agent and tell them which situation you are in, and they will find the best way for you to get things done.
Okay, there you go. PJ just says, just thought of something. If I want to live in Thailand on a retirement visa, then does rental income from owning a condo count as a working income, or does that count differently?
Well, yes. If you are living in Thailand and you rent out condos, it's counted as that's your personal income coming from your properties. And that's counted as work. Even you are doing any kind of work. Let's say, for example, we are on YouTube right now. You make YouTube videos and you earn money from there. That is counted as income as well, because that thing is being done in Thailand and you're getting money from that work. And on that income you should be paying taxes. But if you are not well, in the case of YouTube, you can have that income taken into a different country. But for the rentals, you will have to take it within Thailand. So one thing is you will be liable to pay taxes, but as per my experience, most of the Thai people, foreigners who own properties here, they don't do that. They don't pay taxes. But yes, it is counted as income. If you have a Thai person, maybe let's say Thai girlfriend or Thai fiance, you can let them manage your properties, get all that income. There are different ways how you can pay taxes, how you can manage your income. It could be taken by a company, it could be taken by you can give the power of attorneys to your Thai partner, they can collect all the income. So there are different ways, there are different things how you can have your income shown, how you can pay taxes on it, if it goes to a personal name, if it goes to a company. So there are many different ways to see how we can fix it, how we can get everything sorted. But yes, it is counted as income. It is counted as, you cannot say it as you are working, you have properties, but yes, they will count it as you get income from the properties. And there are a few different taxes which you should be paying.
I think what he means there, saying, is would it be counted as income towards his retirement fees?
No, they will not take it as income because he is not actually working in Thailand legally with a work permit. So that will not be counted as that he is getting an income. He is just from his rented properties. To show it as income, he will need to, well, right now in Chonburi province, we can get a work permit on retirement visa. So if he does have a work permit, and he shows that he have income of, let's say, salary on the work permit 80,000 per month, that could be one way. But I don't think so immigration will take it as income, because it was earlier not possible to get work permit on retirement visa. But now Labor Department, they allow to have work permit on retirement visa just after COVID. So that is one thing we will need to check and confirm with immigration, because for the people who are on marriage visas with a work permit, it does work that the work permit have an income, which can be used to get the marriage visa renewals done, or if it is a Thai baby visa, which requires to have 400,000 in the bank. But with retirement visa, as the name says, retirement, it means you are retired
And not
yes
working.
not working. So I don't think so any money that you are making here, if it is without work permit, they will count it as any income. But that's one thing I can check with immigration. If somebody is on retirement visa and they do have a work permit and they do have a salary which is more than 80,000, let's say, more than 65,000 per month, will it be counted as income? I think immigration will say no, but I can check and confirm that.
Okay, so there you go, Pete. Get with Mr. Singh and he'll confirm it for you. Jerry says, can you assist with passport renewal while in Thailand, or would I need to personally go through the U.S. Embassy?
Sorry, we don't do passport renewals. We suggest you do it by yourself with
Yeah,
embassy.
it's very easy, Jerry, through the U.S. Embassy here in Thailand. Pete J at Staples Adventure. Maybe you're answering the questions because you know the answer. Laughing out loud, it'll be interesting to see if Mr. Singh says the same answer.
Well, if it is right, then I will say the same answer. But I mean, the 3 months before we do visa, it's actually 2 months. So if somebody answer a question and that's right, that's right. We are here to talk about right things, so that's not a problem. But I think there was a confusion about 3 months money into the account, so which I think I have explained and is already clear. So
Yeah.
I hope so Sharpies doesn't mind it.
Yeah. Okay. W Secrets to the Success Vlog says, if you use miles to purchase 2 one-way tickets, you can cancel the return ticket once you have your retirement visa. And yes, you can use your air miles for your ticket.
Well, you can have a return ticket with the flexibility as well. You can have the return ticket with the flexibility. Some of the airlines, they give you flexibility up to 1 year.
Yeah.
Like I used to fly with Thai Airways, they give you a flexible ticket, which you can change. I mean, once you enter Thailand, you can just make it open ticket. Within 1 year, you can check any dates and you can choose to fly back with that return ticket. So that way, let's say if you have plans to go back to US in maybe 6 months, you have the flexible ticket, which costs you a little bit extra. And that way you have your return ticket already, which can be used in 6 months, maybe 8 months, maybe within 1 year. Depends on different airlines. You can check which allow to have a flexible ticket.
Yeah. And Sharpie says, PJ, I'm very well versed in everything Thailand. I'm also getting my mother her retirement visa currently. Good to research, do your own research. Yuda says, thank you, and you're very welcome there, brother. Oz says, would renewing my expired passport have an effect on the visa stamp towards the end of the 15-month retirement visa process?
Okay, well, normally I suggest to renew your passports before your visa expire if you can have at least 2 to 3 months on your visa. Sometimes passport renewal can take longer than expected in Thailand, as I have had few cases from England. Somebody, he get his passport back about 1.5 months later than his visa expired on his current passport. So normally I suggest just give it a time. If your passport is about to expire or it is damaged, just make sure that either you have your visa for at least 3 to 6 months on your passport, so that you can have enough time to get the new passport and transfer your visa to new passport, then make extension on the new passport. Once you have your new passport, we can easily move your visa from old passport to new passport, and you can then continue to have your new passport to get all the new extensions and leave Thailand and come back. But one thing I would like to mention is it was in my mind. I just forget it. It was actually about the passport. I'll think about it. I just forget.
But one thing I can say on that, Oz, I'm in a similar situation. My passport expires March of next year.
Yeah.
And my problem is my retirement visa is renewable in July.
July, yes.
So with that, I'm only going to get a retirement visa until March, which is the length of my passport. I can't renew it in before October. So it's got to be 6 months or less before I can renew it. So I'm only going to get a retirement visa.
That was the thing.
You and I discussed that, didn't we?
Well, that was the thing. If there is somebody who, there's one fact that we have to understand. I just had a customer, I submit visa yesterday, and he's from England. He forget to renew his passport. His passport expires now within about 4 months.
Ooh.
So we applied for 1 year extension for him. Immigration will not issue you a visa more than your passport expiry. So for this customer, his visa expires. His visa expired yesterday, and we submitted it yesterday. He's only going to get 4 months visa up till his passport expiry, not more than that.
Yeah.
And then he will have to reapply for 1 year visa, which will cost him this year twice to get his visa done.
Same as me.
So it's actually not immigration's fault, or not. They will not be able to give you a visa that will be longer than, let's say, it will not be longer than your passport. It will not be longer than your passport expiry. The visa will be up till your passport expiry, and there is a. I mean, it does make sense. Some people, they ask, why will immigration not just stamp for 1 year? Well, if they do stamp 1 year, how will it be possible to travel with an expired passport with that valid visa? So immigration in Thailand will only give you visa up till your passport expiry. If it expires in 4 months, even 2 months, or maybe in 10 months, you will only get your visa extension up till the passport expiry. If it is about to expire, it's better to renew your passport and get your visa moved to new passport, then apply on a new passport to get full 1 year. But as you mentioned, Cooper, passports can be renewed if you have washing damage, coffee damage. You like to drink a lot of coffee, so don't keep your passport near your coffee
I'm
cups.
thinking about doing just that, accidentally damaging my passport and then reapplying for a new one. So I don't have to pay double. And Sharply says, 2 types of retirement visa. If you don't meet income requirements, you need 800,000 baht in a Thai bank 3 months before. Things corrected that and said it's only 2 months now. You still apply once it's in the account, and basic insurance for that is $150 a year. That is if you're going to be doing the retirement visa outside Thailand, I believe. Am I right?
Well, 800,000 is not required. I think if it is outside Thailand, I'm not sure. It is possible that embassies, they might ask you for an amount for 800,000, equivalent to 800,000 baht. It's possible. But an insurance, yes, that is required. But I would like to correct you, Sharpies, that retirement visa comes in as 3 different categories, not just 2. One is O visa, that we do it in Thailand. One is OA visa that you get from Thai embassy. One is called OX visa. I think nobody might have heard about that. That visa is actually valid for 10 years. You must keep 3 million minimum in your Thai bank account. As per my last check on that visa, it could be updated for now. But it was 3 million. You must keep. You cannot touch that money. You cannot do anything. You cannot use that money. That must stay in Thailand.
Right.
And there are some other different requirements. They give you 10 years visa, and I think you still get renewal every 1 year. So that is one other visa that's called OX visa.
Yeah.
And basically, most of the people, they know about OA visa and O visa. But if we are doing it in Thailand, and the 800,000 baht requirement, it's actually for 60 days. As I submit these visas almost every day with immigration in Jomtien, so I'm sure about 60 days before your visa application. So it will not be 3 months, but maybe possible, as you might have applied by yourself, so they can give you different information. But for me, 60 days is good enough.
Okay, there you go. Bachelor Biology says, good evening, Cooper and Mr. Singh. Good evening, morning to you, Bachelor Biology, our time. Sharpies, if you meet income requirements, no need for 800,000 or insurance, but insurance is good to have either way. I agree.
Well, income requirement, as I mentioned, if you are doing it from tourist visa to your non-O visa, I have confirmed with that. I have confirmed that with immigration, that you cannot use your income. Either it is social security funds, or it is let's say retirement funds. You cannot use that to get your non-O visa converted from a tourist visa. It's not possible.
Right. Okay. And PJ at Sharpie's Adventure, that's great that you're supporting your mom with making the move to Thailand. It's amazing how much you pick up when you go through the process of application. And thank you for that, Pete. She's an amazing mother, and I'd do anything for her. I think all of us guys love our mother, and we'd do anything for them. Cerebral aptitude. The majority of my cash is coming from the sale of my house and 401k. Is there a requirement for a minimum time money has to be in U.S. account for retirement visa?
Well, the money is actually needed to be in Thai bank account
Mhm.
when we do your retirement visa here in Thailand. So I will suggest you maybe you can have my contact number, and I can answer all your questions over a call, which we can possibly do over the weekend. And that way it will be much more clear for you how you can get started with your retirement visa and what exactly you will need when you come from America to stay in Thailand and how much money you will need.
Okay, thank you for that. And PJ at Sharpie's Adventure. Well, I hope she gets to enjoy a great retirement in Thailand. Are you planning to move as well, or do you have different plans? So we'll just let them go through their chats there. And Sharpie says Kupo info is pretty much on point.
Sharpie, he just mentioned that once the 800,000 is in bank, apply for visa, then wait 3 months. That's exactly what you have to do for the 1-year visa extension. After you get the 1-year visa, the 800,000 must be in bank more than 60 days. Yeah, that one. So the 800,000 must be in the bank more than 60 days before you apply for your extension or before you apply for your visa category change. Once you get that done, your visa, 1-year visa has been stamped, then you have to keep it in your Thai bank account for 3 months. After that, you will be able to withdraw some money from that, which should not go less than 400,000, as we talked already before. So, yes.
And he says he's going to be applying for an elite visa. And moving along, you can get a $15 fake return ticket online. Not sure what the websites are. Google fake return tickets.
Well, that's one way as well, but I hope so it doesn't get anybody in trouble. So I don't recommend that to anybody.
No. And Tim York says, Mr. Singh, if coming on 30-day visa exemption to Thailand, can you switch to an education visa in Thailand, or do you have to leave and apply? How many days left on your visa do you need for the process?
Well, Tom, yes, you can switch that visa to education visa, as most of the visas require minimum 15 days. But with education visa, if you go with a school, I will suggest you, as soon as you come, within first 1 week or 10 days, you should go ahead to get your education visa done. And there are different ways. There are different schools do the visa different ways. Some of the schools, they will tell you that yes, we can convert it within Thailand. Some of the schools, they will tell you that no, you must leave and you have to go outside, get a non-ED visa outside Thailand. Then you come back and then we can make extensions. So it totally depends on the school, which school you talk to. But the school we know, we can get it done without you have to leave Thailand. And you can be just within Thailand. We can get it done. And your stay can be maximum 1 year, with including your tourist visa stay.
There you go. Mr. Singh has a school that he deals with directly, and I know because my wife used him. And you don't have to leave Thailand to do it. And White Line says, just get an Air Asia ticket to a neighboring country for $50. And you're right, yes. White Line. You can get Onward tickets here, or throwaway tickets, as we like to call them, for $50 or less. I've seen them on the internet quite a lot. Sharpley says, I'm joking about being a Dr. Cooper. I've been here 6 months a year since 2015. And never once had a return ticket. You're very lucky.
It's possible. I mean, they, as I mentioned, they don't ask because you come from countries which, I mean, multiplies your money by 30, 35, 40. So they don't normally ask, but I hope you don't get into any argument with any of the immigration.
I know two people personally that were told they had to fly back to their home country.
I mean, Cooper, it's possible.
If you get a bad agent, yes, it can happen.
It is possible. You know, it totally depends on the mood
how strict they want to be on the rules.
Yes, and Sharpies, if you fly in often, it is possible they will stop you and they will start to question you why exactly you are flying in, what is the purpose of stay. But as you mentioned, you only stay 6 months, which can be covered with just one fly in and one fly out. By that I means you can fly in once, get your 30 days visa exemption, then get 30 days extension. Then you can do 2 border runs, which gives you 30 days each time, and it can be extended 30 days each time within Thailand. That covers your 6 months of stay. So that's just one fly in. But if you done that 6 months, then later on you leave by flight and you come back by flight, there is possibility that immigration will stop you at airport and question you, why would you be staying so long on tourist visa? And then from there on, your entry depends on how your question answers go with the immigration officer, what they might ask, and what kind of paperwork they might ask. But as of up to 6 months, it's not a big problem to stay, as you just fly in once. And once you fly in once, immigration, they don't ask much. There is nothing that they possibly ask, but it still is an requirement. It's a requirement that you must have these things so that you can enter Thailand. But it is possible that immigration, they will not ask you any of that while you enter Thailand. But some of the people, they can ask. It's a possibility, as it is in the requirements that you should have these things.
Okay, thank you. And Sharpie's Adventure says, well, I'm learning things today. Great live stream. And thank you, Sharpies. I learn something new every time I talk to Mr. Singh. So very useful information here. Cerebral Aptitude says, confused. Excuse me. If the 800,000 baht needs to be in a Thai bank account for 2 months before I get my retirement visa, how do I get my visa in 1 month?
Well, as I suggested you before, I will suggest you maybe get in touch with me on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And
because there's things you just can't say on YouTube.
I will be more than happy to answer all your questions and explain you the process, how it all works, and maybe then you have a better understanding that what we will be doing, how we will be doing, and exactly how it will be done within a month.
Yeah, there you go. Get in touch with Singh directly. 3 months, then 12 months, right? 15 months total at first, correct?
Yes, correct. First, when you
visa.
Yes, any visa, I will say all the visas except education visa. It works same way. So once you arrive in Thailand on a tourist visa, you normally get, when you change the category, you get 3 months first. Then you get 12 months.
Right.
So it's 3 months and 12 months. So first visa is 15 months.
Yeah. So you get a bonus 3 months.
Not exactly bonus. I mean, if we say it as, let's say, Thai family visa or even retirement visa, somebody is applying by themselves, they pay twice. So you pay for 3 months as well, you pay for 1 year as well. So the fee is separate for both.
Okay.
And that is same for, let's say, family visa, business visa, different kind of visas. But this is not the case in elite visa. You just get your elite visa approval. Once you have your elite visa approval already, you just go get your sticker pasted. It can be either pasted at immigration in Bangkok if you are in Thailand. If you are not in Thailand, you can have an advance booking, which need to be more than 5 working days in advance before you come to Thailand, that the sticker visa can be pasted at airport. So there are different ways, but elite visa doesn't give you 3 months. It's like once your sticker has been pasted, you get 1 year stamp.
Right.
But the visas, what we do here, like let's say business visa, Thai baby, Thai family, retirement visa, these visas are the 3 months first, then you can get on 1 year.
12.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And so, yeah, there you go, Sharpies. That is correct. White Line says it's cerebral aptitude. When you first apply to get a 3-month visa, you have the money in the bank, and then you get a 1-year visa.
Well, when you first apply, you get a 3 months visa. This reply is to, I think, the person who asked how it is going to be done in 1 month, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we can, for retirement visa as an agent, I can get the 15 months visa within about a window of, let's say, 4 to 5 weeks. I can get it all done together. It's not a problem.
Yeah. Okay, I was right. Yeah, for the 15 months. He says the visa office I'm using is doing my mother's retirement visa slightly different. As they say in Thailand, same but different.
Well, as I mentioned, I think on the last live, it is possible that the different agents, they might do it different way, and they have different prices. They have their own way to get it done.
Mhm.
So it is possible that the information you might get from one agent, it might varies with the other agent. Well,
Yeah.
to be honest, I'm not here today as an agent. You can contact me for any questions you have, and you can still use any other agent. I'm just here to provide information, which I can provide. I can deliver that information in a different way than an agent might be a different company can deliver it in a different way.
Mm.
So it is just a way how people they try to explain how they explain what they want to say, and it's obvious they might be charging different price. There will be other agents they will be charging different price. So uh, that's why it might be like they say same but different. I mean, they might be doing same thing, but most of the agents, what I heard from my customers, they don't like to explain you what is happening, how it is going to happen, what they are going to do, and how they can boost up the process, what they can help out of their way. So maybe that's what you mean, same but different.
Pete J says, thanks for the answer about the rental income. I was looking at it more in the capacity of whether I could do that on a retirement visa or whether I needed a different one.
Well, rental income, I don't think so. You will be able to use it as your income because you will not be legally working in Thailand. To work legally in Thailand, you need to have your work permit here, which then requires a company. So, but I can check with immigration if somebody who's on a retirement visa, they do have a work permit, and if their monthly salary is shown more than 65,000 on that work permit, is it possible to use that to get the retirement visa done? My best guess is they will say no, but I would confirm this once I can have the clear answer from immigration, because I think retirement visa people will not be able to use income that they get with a work permit, which was not actually allowed to have for retirement visa before, but now yes, they're allowed to have the work permit, which is allowed by Labor Department. So I will still need to check that with immigration and confirm it.
Yeah. And at Sharpie's Adventure, best of luck with the Elite Visa application. Cerebral Aptitude says, once retired there with Bangkok bank account, does the bank give better or same conversion than TT?
Well, bank will not give you same conversion at TT. Even if
TT
you are
is one of the
retired,
best.
TT is one of the best to change cash here in Pattaya. But I heard there is one more.
Who's that?
It's called something Damini Exchange. It's on Second Road.
Okay.
But I don't confirm because I haven't seen the rates. I see these promotions on some of the tuk-tuks, and I think maybe one or two of my customers, they also told me that they give better price than TT. But I mean, in general, you can find TT anywhere.
Yeah.
So I will say TT is the best to give, I mean, for the conversion rates here. But there's one more that I have heard, but I haven't seen personally where exactly it is. It's somewhere on the Second Road.
Yeah. Okay. I'll look out for that one then. And my wife's just messaging me from the bedroom behind me, and it's for James Corillo. My wife has already replied to your email. Can you please put a phone number there for either WhatsApp or your cell number if you're in the US, so I can call you directly and go over some of the things that you would like to talk about. And also, Mr. Singh, it would be happy to speak to you. Okay, so that is for James Carrillo. We've got quite a lot of comments here to work through. And Travis M says, does rental income from USA and dividends from USA count as income requirements?
Dental income from US.
Rental.
Well, okay. Well, rental income, you will, once you have the rental income from US, you will have to, any income that you shows in Thailand that is your income from a different country, you will have to show how you get those funds,
Mhm.
what taxes you have paid to government on that. If government approves that that is your income, that is your monthly income, then you move that money from there to Thailand to get your visa done. That way, it should be acceptable by immigration. But as I always say, before we go on for a clear yes, I always like to get documents checked with immigration, because it depends on how they take that income. But with most of my customers who have social security income or retirement funds,
Yeah.
they are accepted, but they still require to have a lot of paperwork, in which case sometimes customers, they are just fed up and they don't want to go with that option. Then we have to find something else to get it done for them.
Mhm.
So because when we show any income, we have to show a lot of paperwork, how you get that income, what taxes you have paid, if government department accept that as your income. So there are many different things. With the retirement funds and social security funds, it's easy. You can just log into your account, print out a summary. This is your name, these are your details, this is how much money you get. And if there are any tax deductible from that amount, how much will be those, then how much will be in total you will getting in a month. It's much more easy. But on rental income, I'm not sure if there will be any summary with the government department. You will be able to print out that this will be the income from your rental, and this is your personal account with, let's say, some government department online, and where you get all your rental income,
Yeah.
how much you pay taxes on that, then how much is the total amount that you will be getting
Mhm.
in pocket, and that have to be moved to Thailand. So I'm not sure how that will be managed for rental income.
So you have to do it on a case by case basis.
We actually check case by case. Even when we have cases for retirement income or social security, we have to get all the paper together. We have to get it checked with immigration. Once immigration says, okay, those are all the papers what we need, then from there on we make the submission. Some of the, I will say, let's say US embassy doesn't approve the income already now, Canadian embassy doesn't do that, English embassy doesn't do that. But some of the European countries, they still can get a letter from the embassy that what is the income, which makes it very easy for them
Okay.
to get it done. Let's say, for example, German,
Mhm.
Swiss, they can still get a letter from embassy, and they don't actually have to go Bangkok.
Okay.
They have a consulate here in Pattaya that's nearby Terminal 21, and they have that letter. It makes it very easy to get the extension done.
Okay. Thank you,
But
Sain.
it is not that easy for people from England, from Canada, Australia, US, because embassies, they have stopped to give the letters long time ago. I think it's been already about maybe 3 years, maybe 4 years already.
Okay. And we're at 1 hour 49 minutes. We're going to have to wrap this up in about 11 minutes time. As I promised Singh, we wouldn't go over 2 hours. He has an appointment at immigration this morning. So we're going to get through these questions as quick as we can. Chris Wheeler, would this be correct? Kelly Blue Book plus shipping plus 130% plus taxes. If so, you better to buy there. Thanks again, Cooper. Speak up. And I'm speaking as loud as I can. So is that correct there from Chris Wheeler?
That should be it. There might be more taxes if I'm not wrong. Normally they apply, that's vehicle import tax, I think 130%. Then there will be a VAT as well, 7%, which will be applicable to the total amount, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
So I cannot confirm what all other taxes will be included, because once you pay all the taxes, then you will have to make that vehicle registration within Thailand according to Thai authorities.
Yeah.
To get a license plate here.
Yeah.
So how much that will be costing in total, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I have no idea.
And
what
Chris
will
Wheeler
be.
sends a 1999 super thanks and says, thanks, guys. Get a drink, and we will. Thank you, Chris. Really appreciate it. Wendy, good morning. T minus 3 days. We're very excited. Hope you all are doing well. And we are looking forward to seeing you in person, Wendy.
Candy is coming.
And Louis Cabo sends $200 super thanks and says, my friend, after the rental scam at your condo complex, I would warn expats about taking your advice. And you know what, Louis, thank you for the $200 super thanks. But all I do is I show the condos. It's up to people if they want to rent from them. All we can say is we like this condo. It's a nice condo. It looks beautiful. It's clean. But at the end of the day, it is up to individuals, and we had nothing to do with the scam that happened here at our condominium.
And sorry, Cooper. One more
Sure.
thing is like we cannot see anybody by their face, like who might scam us for money. It could be me. So I mean, well, I don't do that. I mean, it's not that much money. I mean, let's say if you scam somebody 10 million, it's not that you can live your life with 10 million. I'm just 31 and it's a long way to go. So, I mean, just a general thing that we don't know who can be that, but this is one thing with Thai people that sometimes this happens. It's not only about the condos. This happened with some of the visa agents as well. They took passports. In that case, it's very bad when they took passports and money and customers goes on overstay.
Yeah.
I have a friend. He had this problem. He got on overstay. I didn't know him before he had this problem. His passport was with an agent for 5 months. They took money. They took passport. He lost 50,000. He was on overstay, blacklisted for 1 year. And once he come back, he had many problems. And while he was here as well in Thailand, he contacted me when he didn't have his passport. So somehow police get to that agent, and he was lucky to get his passport back, but some of the people, they didn't get it back.
Yeah.
And in those cases, immigration doesn't even help you. That, okay, the agent puts you on overstay, so we will waive off your blacklisting or something. No. According to immigration, you choose to go with that agent and they scam you. That is your problem with that agent. Make a police complaint. That's not a problem for immigration with you. So we don't know who it can be. I mean, it could be anybody who can scam, but most of the time, those people, they, I mean, I don't know what kind of situation those people will be in to scam small money, but it can happen with anybody.
Yeah.
It's not, we cannot read anybody's face that this person is going to scam us in future. I mean, let's say after 2 years, we don't know that.
Yeah.
I have customers who haven't paid me money. I help them when they didn't have money. They want me to help so that they cannot get on overstay. I would not mention from where they were, what were their names, or because it's not something necessarily I need to do. But those people right now, I mean, one of them, he made one of my customers, kind of common friend, he posted a review on my page and he put a laughing emoji on that.
Because he scammed you.
He scammed me, yeah. And he still had the nerve to tell, I put a comment, but he's banned from my page. He cannot be there. So I think like he cannot see the comment even if I put it up on the page. My friend who put the review, he take a screenshot and he sent it to him. And he asked him, like, do you have any beef with Singh? Well, what exactly is going on? And why, what will be the reason? Why would you put the laughing emoji on the review?
Yeah.
And he had the nerve to tell that, oh, I owe Singh 17,000 baht. I didn't pay him. He helped me for visa. And the next time I met him, he asked me, he said, what happened? He said, I sent him a message and I asked him that whatever you have, keep me out of it. I say, the thing what pissed me off was like, why would he need to put a laughing emoji? And he still have a nerve to tell you.
People out there.
Yeah, I mean, he still have a nerve to tell you that, oh, I owe Singh 17,000 baht for what he helped me.
Yeah.
And I mean, those are the people, kind of people like you choose to help. It is possible that what happened in your condo was you were trying to help juristic people here. Staff, they can have job, they can keep on going as usual, but we don't know who it can be. I mean, who will scam you? But in the end, for you, it all work out because nobody.
The condo complex stepped up. We found out through a lawyer that as renters, you have legal rights here in Thailand.
Yes.
So actually, at the end of the day, everything was great, and we found out a lot of useful information we didn't know before.
Well, I was on call with you on the same day. I told you that nobody can kick you out of the condos. They cannot do that. If they are doing that, that's illegal. Yeah,
because the owner employs the agent.
Yes.
And therefore, it's the owner's responsibility to go after their agent.
Yes,
not
correct.
you as the renter.
Yes, correct. Even the owner or the police cannot walk in to get you out of your property. If you rent somewhere and you have the contract, they cannot. It's there are different laws that saves. Actually, it's more safe for the renters here than the owners. But still, I mean, in the end, it works out for you, and everything is still okay. So let's maybe not say it as scam. Maybe say it as there was a difficulty, but you have passed it, and you have learned the lesson that how it needs to go next time.
And I think a lot of the landlords learned their lesson as well.
Yes.
As to what agent they choose to use. And Tom York says, so if I purchase a 5-year elite visa and only have 4 years left on my passport, they would only give me 4 years?
Well, Tom, they will give you 5 years sticker visa, but before your passport expires, you can move your sticker visa to your new passport. So you will get a 5-year sticker visa. That visa actually itself, it's not like 5 years that you get a 5 years multiple entry and you can stay 5 years in Thailand. It doesn't work like that. Once you have elite visa, once you enter Thailand, yes, the sticker visa will be valid for 5 years, but once you enter Thailand, each time you will be given maximum 1 year stay. So if you are staying more than 1 year in Thailand, you must extend that visa by paying it at local immigration. If you leave before 1 year, once you come back again, from the day when you enter, you will get 1 year visa. And before your passport expiry, you can make a new passport, get the sticker visa, move to your new passport. Let's say if it is you have used already 4.5 years of your elite visa, then you come back to Thailand. I will correct it there. You will not get 1 year at that time. You will only get the 6 months or as much as time is left on your elite visa. Let's, for example, take if your elite visa expires on the 5 years expires on 1st May 2030, and you come back to Thailand on 2nd January, you will only get your visa till 1st May 2030. That will be only for like 4 months from when you enter. It is not going to be 1 year. But if your sticker visa, elite visa is valid more than 1 year and you enter Thailand, you will be given 1 year stamp. But if you stay more than 1 year, you must extend it at the local immigration office to stay longer in Thailand, and that costs you money at that time when you make extension for your elite visa. It is not going to be free, but you can choose to leave and come back. Once you leave and come back, it will automatically reset to give you 1 year, and it is not going to be more than the sticker visa expiry on your passport.
Okay, there you go. And Louis Calvo says another $20 and says the truth hurts. Buddy, if you want to keep putting me down and sending me money at the same time, keep sending the money, and I'll read your put down on comments. No problem. Keep putting me down. I don't mind. Just keep sending the money, and I'll read it out. Got some people, I'll tell you. Udaya sends a $5 super thanks, and thank you, Udaya. Really appreciate it, brother. I hope I pronounced your name right. Bob Squarepants. Bob Sagan Squarepants, sorry, says, not sure how the SIM cards work over there. What would be the best way to make unlimited calls back to the U.S.? Thank you. To make unlimited calls back to the U.S., what I do is I have an app that I put on my phone. It's called Magic App, and it costs $3 a month, and you can call and text the U.S. any number in the States absolutely free. So there you go. That's how I do it, except for obviously the expensive sex lines. You're not going to be able to do that. And so Sharpie says, Louis Calvo laughing out loud. Be nice, man. Yeah. If he wants to send money,
he's nice.
I don't mind.
he is nice by sending money, so it's no
that
problem.
Was no fault of his, and it wasn't. Coop, your DJ mic is not on. It is on. I'm sure it is. When we just check it. Yep, it is on. The green light is on. It's just we're having a little technical difficulties today. Don't know why you blew me off, Darren. No hard feelings. Did I miss one of your questions there, James? I think I did answer you just shortly in relation to your email. Please put your phone number in there and your WhatsApp so I can call you. Cerebral aptitude, retiring for the rest of your life and you're worried about a $50 to $100 Onward ticket. Come on, beautiful people. Yeah, it's very cheap to get an Onward ticket. Sharpie's Adventure, immigration officer. What is your purpose here? Me, I love the kingdom. Officer, right this way, sir.
Yeah, well, they will. You can answer that, and they will say, okay, why don't you get an elite visa? Then, if you have money and you love the kingdom, you can stay here for longer. Why would you just come by tourist visa? I mean, those are the basic questions what immigration officers can ask if you are staying on a tourist visa for long term. What is your reason to stay? If we say that, okay, we are going to retire, they will say get a retirement visa. If we say we have a girlfriend, we come to visit her, or let's say fiance, they will say get married and get a marriage visa. Or if we say we just want to travel here, I have money, I can travel, I can stay, I can pay for my expense, elite visa is one option. So they have answer for all the replies you give them that which visa you should get on.
And Oz says, I pay for the VIP service and go through the fast track at immigration. Quick and simple and happy officers working, dealing with less people.
Yes, that's one way to get through fast, no questions asked, and simple and easy, but it costs a little bit more money.
Yeah. And James Grillo, I'm coming to jump in this morning. Any advice? Yeah, take it easy and relax. You're here.
It's going to be a sunny day.
It's going to be a beautiful sunny day. I'm looking out the curtain here over the balcony and the ocean, and it looks like a beautiful day. So enjoy it. Relax, brother.
It's going to be a sunny day, James. Take a beach chair and have coconut water, sit, relax, and enjoy your day.
Yeah. And don't drink the water out of the faucet. Okay, go buy water from your 7-Eleven. That is my advice to you. Ryan, can you sell crypto on an exchange and withdraw Thai baht from the exchange to a Thai bank account? Yes, you can through Bangkok Bank.
Only Bangkok Bank Exchange. What if it is TT Exchange? I mean,
not that I'm
no.
aware of. I only know of one right now, and that is Bangkok Bank.
Yeah, so let's just make it clear that it's going to be only with the Bangkok Bank, not with the all exchange, because they might think like, what if they can just go to TT Exchange and get it done? I think that's not possible.
No, it's not.
So it's only with the Bangkok Bank
that I know of right now. That may change, but that's the one I've found through doing my research. Bad Brad says, thank you, Cooper and Mr. Singh. This information is golden. And thank you for coming on, Bad Brad. James Carrillo, what is a nice condo to see? Well, there's loads of nice condos out here. James, it all depends on how nice your budget is to your condo. All depends what you like. Do you want a sea view? Do you want to be near shops and stuff like that? You want to be near the beach? You want to be in Nha Jam Tien a little bit further down, so you got more privacy? It all depends on what you want, James. There's quite a lot of nice condos out here. Go look at the Riviera. Absolutely beautiful condominiums here. You will also have the Copacabana, another beautiful condominium here. It does get a lot of tourists at these places, but they got a lot of amenities. It all depends on what you're looking for, brother.
But Cooper, what if he wants to stay nearby Soy 6?
Soy 6, that's in, not jumped in, brother. Muhammad Thomas says, how's it going, Coop? Jumped in the live. Well wishes to you. Going absolutely great, Muhammad. And thank you for coming on and joining us. He says, with the education visa, which I'm looking to get here in the next 3 months, is there a travel limitation how many times you can leave and come back into the country on an education visa?
Well, with education visa, it depends if you get it from a language school or if you get it with some kind of university to stay and study with the university. Normally, the education visa you get with the school, it only goes as 3 months, 3 months, 3 months stamp. They don't give you 1 year visa, but if there is a visa by university, you are studying in a university, they possibly give you 3 months. Then after that, you can get on 1 year extension. With that, you can have a multiple entry. But if you are just using an education visa with, let's say, language school, you can take a multiple entry on that. You can leave and come back multiple times, but it is possible with that visa at airport, they are going to stop you to ask you questions about speak, read, and write Thai because you will be doing a language school. So that is the only difficulty you can face at airport. but there is no limit. If you have a multiple entry on 3 months visa, you can leave and come back anytime. It's no problem.
Okay, let's get through the questions quickly as we're just over time now. White line, green grease is the saying, and it should be left at that. Ropin, how much is need in Thai bank account for Australian couple retirement visa?
Well, the requirement is same for all the retirement people, which is 800,000 baht, and that is per person. If you come as couple, your visa will be applied separately. For each person, it required to have same amount of money and separate in their personal bank account.
And it also depends if both of them are over 50, doesn't it?
Yes. Well, if I mean the way how Rupin asked, it's like Australian couple for retirement visa. I think they both are over 50, so they're both going to get retirement visa. Which on the last live we did talk about, if there's a couple both are over 50, why would I suggest to have a retirement visa first, then do the follow visa next year? Because that's cost effective, and that is way faster than doing it as dependent visa from the starting for one person and retirement visa for one person.
So start as both retirement visas,
Both
and then
has.
at the second year, put your spouse
Yes.
on yours as a dependent.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Thanks, Darlene, James Gorillo says. And Sharpies, at Louis Cabo, you're drunk. Quiet. I think Louis needs to go take his
No, it's
medication.
okay. He's okay. He's keeping his point, and at some extent that is okay. That he mentioned that well, it will be called a scam if you guys have to leave everything. But it was a kind of let's say not scam, let's say maybe misunderstanding or a fault by juristic people that they didn't have control over their own employee, which was not actually your fault or fault of somebody else who was staying here. So I would say it as a scam if the person can get away with it and puts you in trouble.
Yeah.
So you did have trouble, but that was fixed. I mean, it's not that you have to leave the condo, have to go find new places. That could have called it as a scam, but your situation was get fixed.
Yeah.
Which was, I think, within about 48 hours.
Yeah, within 48 hours we resolved.
Yeah. So, well, it's okay. He keep his point, so it's no problem.
Yeah. And my wife says, "Thank you, Singh. You're the man."
Thank you.
And you are. Thank you for coming on and joining us, Singh, and giving your free time to our subscribers. Pete J says, "At Louis Cabo, go to bed, dude. Stay away from your keyboard because you're embarrassing yourself." Yeah.
It's okay. Let's not say anything.
And Oz T minus 3 days. Super excited to live in Thailand. So you're gonna be here in 3 days. Be great to meet you. Come to our meet and greet next Friday on the 23rd at Fraser's Sports Bar, and would love to meet you. Jerry says, "Job well done, guys," and I agree with Darlene, Mr. Singh.
Thank
my
you.
Wife. Says thank you. Pete J at White Line. When I was traveling across borders on a trip around Southeast Asia a few years ago, back, I found my journey was made all the smoother if I inadvertently left a bit of cash in the passport.
Well, that's one thing, but I don't suggest that as well,
you might be
because
getting accused of bribing an
yeah,
official.
that's one thing that it could goes wrong ways as well, because I know personally people that doesn't matter what, they don't need your money and they can refuse it on your face. So it's better to not do that. I mean, it is possible that some might be taking that, but it's possible you get somebody who is not there for the money. They're just doing their job, and they can put you in. Yeah, they can put you in questions like, why would you do that? What exactly will be your reason to do that? Without even somebody asking. So I don't suggest that doing just to put cash in your passport. I think it's not something good idea.
White Lime at PJ. Try at hotel check-in and you often get a suite. And PJ at White Line, much obliged, sir. I'm planning to visit in 2025 with my kids, so things that make hotel stays more comfortable is definitely welcome. And Nate says, Coop, how do you adjust to driving on the other side of the road? I did it for the first time in London, and it was a nightmare. Just take it easy. Come to a T-junction, look which way the traffic's going before you pull out. I had to do that for like a week to get myself familiarized with it, as I kept wanting to turn right, and I should be turning left with the flow of traffic. So it's something that you're just going to get used to, and it takes a few days, and you'll be all right.
Maybe start with a motorbike.
Yeah. And thanks, Darlene, Mr. Singh, and Cooper. And thank you, Roger. Really appreciate it. And down to the last two comments. Joseph Spurrell says, did you ever find out if a veteran can use GI Bill to go to school in Thailand college? I have no idea is the answer to that question, Joseph. You have to get in touch with the GI Bill directly and find out whether they would pay for your course here in Thailand if you wanted to take one. Wanda, I still like your hat. And the final comment goes to PJ. Right, guys, go enjoy your day. It's 2:10 a.m. here, so bedtime to me. Catch you all on Saturday. And thank you, PJ. And thank you for everybody that's come on to the live stream. Really appreciate it. And glad that Mr. Singh here could help you. And if you're watching on the replay, please hit the thumbs up. We really do appreciate it. It really helps our channel. And if you're new to our channel, subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you a penny. And Singh's contact details are there in the banner down below. So from Mr. Cooper and Mr. Singh, oh, there you go. Nate's given a reply. He says, yes, GI Bill works roughly 1,800 for baht in Bangkok. So whatever baht is. And much appreciated, guys. Very useful from White Line. Take it easy from Mr. Singh and Cooper. Thank you. And we will see you all on the next live stream on Saturday. Until then, take care and God bless.